is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to y'all with a quick video. I wanted to let you guys know I got some new merchandise available, not just t-shirt anymore. I got different type of t-shirt, different type of shirts and logos that you can purchase on my spread shirt, and also hoodies now. We have expanded and added more to the channel and more merchandise for the brand. Thanks for supporting. It will be in the description and the links will be in the comment section below. Thanks for helping me and supporting the movement. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis. I'm going. What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to y'all with a quick video. We're going to talk about Kristaps Porzingis. I wanted to talk about him just because I feel like him moving to center really boosted his confidence in his overall play. But it's also interesting because this is a guy that was an all-star. This was a guy that was proven that he can be dominant and he can score 22 points a game, which is very impressive. I know he was in the East, and I know that he was still developing, and that's the best part. But they did trade some assets to get him. They didn't really give up a lot or something crazy, but they did commit a long-term contract and a lot of money to him, and he was coming off a torn ACL, not playing one game with the Mavericks, and on top of that, not even knowing how to play with Luka in the system, and they still restructuring the team around both of them. But I really wanted to talk about him playing at center. I know this was a popular topic a couple weeks ago, but I don't think a lot of people looked at it and covered it the right way. Just because this could be a huge thing for them, because they usually try to go well what fits with Luka. But if you're going to build a duo and commit to both of these guys as your future of your franchise and the pillar of your franchise, you have to find a way to utilize both of them so that way they can play off of each other and get the best out of each other while still able to really lead this team together, because Luka, even though he's great and he's one of the biggest reasons why this team has been successful and has been a playoff caliber team throughout the whole team in the Western Conference, he's going to need help on both ends of the court. And Porzingis has been able to up his rebounds to 9, and a lot of that has to do with injuries and him being able to play more in the inside and get more rebounds because it's less people to grab him because of the power injury and stuff like that. And Luka Doncic going down, allowing him to grab some of those rebounds that he couldn't really get because he was out for a couple weeks, and that increased his stats. But I think that that's what you want to see from Porzingis. You want to see him hungrier. You want to see him have that mentality that he can go out there and score and grab and do whatever he wants on the court, because you want that to be instilled in him. But when you look at March, this is a guy that gave you 23 points, 41% from the field, 31% from three, 72% from the free throw line. And he did give you 11 rebounds, so he gave you 20 and 10 and 3 blocks with 3 assists. And the thing that hurted him the most was the games against Indy and San Antonio when he played 38 minutes, but he couldn't make a shot. And that's just been the thing that killed him the entire season. You look at February when Doncic was gone, he was able to operate and move and be himself in his own space. And he was able to give you 48% from the field, 39% from 3, 88% from the free throw line. He was still able to give you that 25 and 10 rebounds per game, but his blocks went down because he was more further away from the paint and playing more in the perimeter and guarding more in the perimeter. But he only had 2 games really that he didn't score 20 or more points. One game he scored 11 against Washington, and he only played 21 minutes, and then he played 25 minutes against Minnesota, and he scored 15 points. Other than that, he was able to score 24 or more points on majority of those games, really showing you that he can score and he can finish and he can get the job done once he has the right room space and the right type of shots. And that's the thing that they have to figure out. And that's why I wanted to make this video. You have to balance it out. You can't just fixate and balance your offense around what Luka great at and what he wants to do. If you want this duo to work and you want them to fit, which they can because his ability to space the floor and post up a little bit and shoot over smaller defenders give you a versatility that a lot of other teams don't have. And the fact that he can protect the rim and rebound, and he is as big as he is but still mobile, he's just a unicorn. And that's where I call him, and that's why everybody call him now unicorn, because you're not going to find a guy with that type of touch, that type of ability to protect their own rebound, but also be mobile enough to switch and guard a lot of positions. And even when coming off the ACL injury, he still looks like a great athlete, even though he's still getting back in shape and back where his confidence needs to be. And I just feel like that's the thing. He just hasn't been able to fit in the way that we hoped he would. And it could be rust. It could be trying to figure everything out on the fly and still trying to fit in and gel with his new teammates. And it just could be, the fit wasn't as great as we thought it would be. But this season was a flyer season. I really wanted to see what the Mavericks could do. I really wanted to see Porzingis, how he was going to rebound, how he was going to attack, and how he was going to look. Because he looked it good in the Knicks, and it looked like he could be a future top 15, top 10 player. And now it looks like he's going to be in that 15 to 20 to 25-ish range, which you don't really want to see because he's so young and he has potential to be better. But he just haven't looked dominant outside of February, and that was mainly without Doncic, and that's not what you want to see. You wanted to see your two players complement each other, play well off each other, but also dominate with each other, especially when you have a team like this that has great role players and they need to feed off guys like Doncic and Porzingis to get their shots. And they do have some guys that can create their shots, but they also got guys that can play off the ball, and Doncic is one of the best playmakers and ball handlers in the game, being able to create and get a shot whenever he wants to, whether it's the floater, the mid-range, the finishing, the free throw shooting into the free throw line, and even the step back three. But I still feel like it's elements of Doncic's game that can still be panned out and developed and enhanced and took into an elite level. But he's still very young, and so is Porzingis. But I still concerned about how are they going to build the overall team with these two guys, and that's why they might have to play Porzingis more at the center, because I know you want the Willie Cauley-Steins and I know you want the Dwight Powells for a guy like Doncic. You want a guy like Doncic to have that ability that if his shots don't fall or if they wall him off, he always got that guy he can pass to or get that screen to create space or get that switch that he needs so that way he can do his thing. But Porzingis, a lot of the time, is just sitting out on the perimeter doing nothing, or sitting out on the perimeter chucking up threes, and that's all he's really been able to do. He hasn't really been able to function and be the Porzingis that we've seen in New York. And even though he's not that guy anymore, he's still never going to get there if he's never utilized and even chose to do anything outside of giving floor spacing for Doncic, which is great. But Porzingis is so capable of so much more. He can do so much more on the offensive end, and we started to see that. We just didn't see it for a long enough stretch to see if Porzingis can get back to being dominant, or can he even be dominant for a 2-3 month stretch? Can he really be that second option to Doncic, who is the number one option? And this is his team, and he has proven that the last 2 seasons. But we need to see more out of Porzingis, and this season has been a season that I have consistently said that I'm giving him a pass because he is figuring everything out. He is on a new team. He does have a new coach, new personnel, and this isn't an elite level team anyway, talent wise, but they have made the best of what they have got. They have found a way to make it work. Porzingis done missed games. Doncic has missed games, and they still have found a way to win and collect enough wins to be a top 7 seed in the Western Conference, which a lot of people really struggled to see when they was top 5 a lot of the season, how they was getting it done. And now we're starting to see Doncic is one hell of a player, but Porzingis can be so much better. But the coaching just have to find a way to, utilize Porzingis in more ways so that way he can be more effective, more efficient, and he can get his swagger and his confidence back like he had when he was getting ready to be an all-star in New York. And I don't see that outside of the February, but we just didn't see it long enough. And that's what I want to know. Can Porzingis and Doncic really complement each other offensively and defensively and collectively? Can they build a championship team around this team and this duo? And that's going to be the thing that's interesting. They committed to Doncic already, and they already committed to Porzingis. Who can be that third guy that can fit right into this team and take them to that elite level team that they need to be to win a title? And can they really get that out of Porzingis to get more offensively dominant, utilize him for his versatility and his flexibility on both ends of the court, and find a way to balance out the offense so that way you're not relying on Doncic to do everything and create everything, because you do have other weapons that can be utilized to handle the ball and score the ball and find other ways to get guys more involved, which I haven't seen enough. I know they score a lot of points. I know they had a chance to make a historic offense, but when you look at Porzingis' numbers, they only look incredible because of the last couple weeks. And outside of that, they have looked okay. They haven't been all-star caliber like we seen in New York. And yeah, he was the man. Yeah, that was his team. But you would think that with the talent that they have, he would have a chance to play off Doncic, get easy opportunities, plus get his own buckets. He should be able to put similar numbers up, if not better, or he should even be playing more efficiently now that he's around a better team, a better supporting cast, and have a better overall player that can make his job and should make his job easier in general and Luka Doncic, and that just hasn't been the case. He has played better when Doncic has been off the court than with him on the court, and that's not what you want to see when that's supposed to be your duo. They're supposed to play together better than when they play off the court. I know you might put a better individual number, but the team is supposed to be absolutely amazing when you have two superstar players on the same team. Porzingis hasn't played at that superstar level all season. But if this season is over or it does come back, I do have high expectations for this team and the general manager to figure out how to win the title with these two as a duo. Because if this is their team, this is their identity, this is their culture, this is their brand, and this is what their image is going to be, and they're going to build around two foreign players that really has great skills outside of just the basics of basketball. They can really be very global. Like I like their global branding and their skill set of being able to do multiple things on the court, especially Porzingis being a two-way player and being able to stretch out the floor, but also able to post up, but also able to do other things like rebound. And but same with Doncic, rebounding, passing, scoring, and handling the ball. It's just amazing that they have these two guys at the age that they have them with the ability still to improve and get better. It just show you how scary the future can be for Dallas, but will they cash in and win multiple titles or at least one title with this team and with this duo? That's going to be the question. But I think it's more on Porzingis and Rick Carlisle to figure it out than it is on Doncic. It seems like they figured out how to utilize and get the best out of Doncic, and now we're just going to see if he's hungry enough to continue to get better. He has the love for the game. He has the feel for the game. He has the understanding of the game. He just need to polish up some of his skills and get it to an elite level. But Porzingis, coming off that injury and having the season that he had, I hope and desire that he can be a lot more better. And that's for him and the coach to figure out and figuring out the team and the talent you can put around him to even make him better in general and make this team a lot more tougher to guard, even though they're hard to guard already. But we still haven't seen the best of Porzingis on both ends of the court just yet for a full season. Maybe we can get it in the future, and hopefully they do get it done. And we'll see if they can bring a title to Dallas, something that Dirk has done, but it took him years to get that done. That's how hard it is. But he had a load of talent when it comes to role players, and I think that that's something that they're missing. But we also need to see the real Porzingis and the best version of Porzingis if they want to get it done in Dallas, because the NBA has only got deeper and harder to win, and a lot of teams have their own duos, and they have better duos than this current duo, and that's something that they're going to have to figure out if they want to win it, especially in the Western Conference. But other than that, check out my Facebook page, analysisplayground.com. Link in the description, comment section below. Check out my Facebook page, my website, analysisplayground.com. Link in the description, comment section below. Like on Facebook to show support. Thanks for everybody that liked on Facebook already. Thanks for everybody that liked the video already. If you haven't liked the video, like the video. Thanks for the love and support. Check out my spread shirt. Like I said in the beginning of the video, that'll be in the link, and it'll be in the description and comment section below. Also, check out my Facebook page. If you want to buy merchandise, you can buy any color shirt, any color logo on the shirt. You can change the color of the logo. You can change the color of the shirt, and you can message me on Facebook, and I can get it shipped out to you. Other than that, if you're new to the channel, I make videos every single day about basketball. I love doing this. I enjoy doing this. That's why I do it every single day. Even though this virus has hit, I've still been giving y'all content every single day, and I will not be stopping no time soon. And at the end of the day, all I can say is if you love the basketball and you love the game, all I can tell you is I do the draft, I do summer league, preseason, trade deadline, free agency, all thing basketball, even breaking down basketball. So if you need the content, you need something to feed you every day, I'm one of the channels that can do it. So become part of the family and subscribe, like on Facebook, and like I said, check out my website. Other than that, let me know how you feel about Porzingis. Let me know how you feel about Doncic, and let me know how you feel about them having a chance to win. And what is that missing piece that they need to add to really take them to that next level? Is it role players? Is it that third guy? Is it a guy that's better than Porzingis? Is he the third guy? What is it that they need to really become that championship team in the future so that they can accomplish their goal of bringing another one to Dallas? And maybe Jerry West said he can surpass Dirk. If that's the case, that's a huge thing to live up to, and that's a lot of pressure already put on them. Can Doncic live up to that? Can he win multiple titles for Dallas? Something that Dirk hasn't done. He looks like a potential MVP candidate because he has proven that already this season. But it's not about Doncic; it's about everybody else around him. This is a team sport. Can they get it done in Dallas? Let me know what you guys feel in the comment section below.